blue smoke from your engine. That is not a good sign. And a few months back on Cape York, the old cruiser started puffing a fair bit of blue smoke, which was very concerning. Blue smoke generally happens when oil ends up in your top end of the cylinders and burns with your fuel. Thus, instead of burning nice black smoke, which we all like our diesels to puff out every now and again, it blows out some blue smoke. The first thing that comes to mind when you start blowing blue smoke is that the rings are probably done. And after doing an engine earlier in the year, when this car started blowing blue smoke, the worst thoughts come to mind. What can happen when the rings wear out is oil from the crankcase, especially when it's cold, can push up past the rings into the top end of the cylinder and then ignite with the fuel, thus giving you blue smoke. It's a bad thing. However, I wasn't convinced that that was actually the problem. I was praying that it wasn't as well. What I noticed on Cape York was when I dumped the oil out of the catch can, which it builds up a lot, surprisingly, the blue smoke would almost stop or be very, very little. So here's something that I bet most of you never ever knew about catch cans. I didn't. They have a filter in them, which needs to be replaced every 20 to 40,000 Ks or so. And believe me, they're not cheap either. The little filter's about 120 bucks, but imperative that you change it. And I'll show you why. On a side note, here is a little tool that can save you a lot of heartache. Now what's happened in here, in the top of the this bolt with the Allen key, I've rounded the thread in there. Thus I can't use the Allen key to get it undone. So with these little tools, they come in different sizes. A little kit, different sizes. Now, I've already drilled this out. So you drill it out with this end, making it round, and then with the other end, this bit in reverse, you can get out bolts with a rounded head. Awesome. There you go. Definitely carry some of those. So this is the catch can. Now most of you, like me, I'm sure, just went to your four-wheel drive shop and said, I need a catch can, or they said you need a catch can, so you put one in. It's a good idea to put one in too, because on modern engines, what it's doing, it's recycling the exhaust gas and putting it back through the air intake. Problem with that is very dirty, oily air going in there, and it can block up the intake manifold. So you put a catch can on and that greatly reduces that. Now you'll notice with this catch can here, if you have a look down here, you can see there's all oil around it. Now that oil is coming out of what's called the pressure relief valve inside the catch can. And basically when the catch can's blocked or full, and the filter needs replacing, oil will start to come out of that pressure relief valve. And what that pressure relief valve does, it's designed to stop pressure building up inside your engine. Now, to see if you've got pressure inside your engine, your lower part of your engine, you can have the car running, undo the oil cap, and if there's pressure getting relieved out of that when it comes undone, you know you've got pressure down in your crankcase. That can be caused by a couple of things. One is called blow-by, and that's a ring problem as well, where air gets pushed down into the cylinder, or in this case, actually via the catch can. So what's happening is we're getting oil pushed in and ending up in our top end of our cylinders, and it's burning blue smoke. So we take this off. So we take the cap off there, and then inside here, we've got a filter that comes out there. Now, I don't know, I imagine they get black pretty quick, but I know this one's done because it got put in this car at 110,000, Now we've done nearly 200, and this, as far as I know, has never ever been replaced nor checked actually by multiple mechanics. Now perhaps it's not their fault they didn't check it. We've been to a lot of great mechanics over the year, but no one has picked this up. It's only through my own research that I realised that this could be the problem. So I took this out, ordered a new one, and I left it out. As soon as I left it out, we puffed a tiny bit of blue smoke when we first started, which would have been oil remaining in the cylinder. Now, no more blue smoke. Righto, so we'll put the new one in. Now this is the Flash Lube Catch Can Pro by from Terrain Tamer. And we've got the genuine Flash Lube Catch Can Pro filter element. You can see it's nice and clean. So we're going to pop that in. Simple as that. Remember to drain your catch can too, because if you don't drain it, will also come out of the pressure relief valve. But I've been doing that very regularly, so I knew that wasn't the issue. Pop it back on. Bob's your uncle, mate. There you go. Because we've tossed this thing. So there you go. I bet you didn't know your catch can's got a filter and that it needs to be replaced every 20 to 40,000 Ks. And the next time you see blue smoke coming out your engine, check this, because this will be the cheapest fix if this is a problem. Righto. Fire it up and let's see if we blow any blue smoke. Give her a few good revs, mate. Probably want to take it out of gear. Scare the dog. Light it up. Yeah, give her a real good rev. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's just black smoke, baby.
Nice work.
No need for a new engine. New ripper.